To video match of the day, this time coming to you from Brookvale Oval, where the home side, the Manly Warringah Sea Eagles, take on Eastern Suburbs in a do-or-die battle. Noel Cleal, can't miss him with that wild beard, and Paul Vorton, red-headed, former Queenslander. In the front row, Dave Brown and Jeff Gerard, supporting hooker Ray Brown. That's a top side, and coach, of course, Bobby Fulton. There's the Eastern Suburbs side. Mike Eden, 1983 Rothmans medalist at fullback. Shane McKellar and John Ferguson on the wings. Kurt Sorensen and Mark Bevan in the centres. Kevin Hastings at 5'8". John Tobin, number 8. Good strong run, but Easter back really where they started. Beckett, a dummy half. This is Scott Gale, short one. Oh, gee, Gale almost got his hands to that one, but not quite. Bounced the wrong way for him. Clearing run by Des Hasler for Manly Warringah. Good tight struggle in these opening 10-15 minutes of the first half.
What a great buy he's been for Manly this year, Des Hasler. I'm sure without him they wouldn't be in the position they're in now. They'd probably be worse off.
Right, Vorton went one way, but of course it went to Thompson, then across to Ryan. Ryan's well taken. Ray Brown into dummy half. Dummies to Cleal, gets it back the other side. Dave Brown. Coming in hard, John Mackay, number 10. He's lost the ball, goes behind. So Manly still in possession. Kick ahead there by Hasler. He's knocked down, I'm sure, after he kicked that ball. The referee has a good look at it. Dived on by Eden. But the referee coming across now to indicate what did happen, and of course he was tackled without the ball as he followed through. Penalty to Manly Warringah. Yeah, I thought he may have had a shot from there, but fair way out. But at least it was straight in front and a bit of a breeze behind him.
Yeah, well, he can definitely kick that far. He's got a good boot on him.
Right. In the meantime, Manly look a little bit threatening here. Back to Ryan. Ryan looking for a gap down the centre. Ray Brown into dummy half. They're in a very dangerous position. If they can just swing this ball out and swing it quickly. Cutting out one man, Vorton. Vorton looks for a runner, gets it back beautifully. It'll come nicely across here to Thompson. Thompson spotted the gap down the middle, gets it to Ryan. Ryan swings around. It could be an intercept coming up now. It's picked up eventually by Chris Close. Loose ball, but picked up cleanly. Long floater out here. Could be a try coming up. Diving hard for the corner. Good try for Manly Warringah, which we'll show you in the meantime for Phil Blake, show you that in replay in a moment. You got the feeling, Les, that try had to come.
Yeah, they're putting a lot of pressure on him. Manly's had 2 penalties to nil too, which has helped a lot. That's something they've been starting.
Here it comes in replay.
Ray Brown did well. He put a good pass to Phil Blake, and he's a pretty hard man to stop once you get to the room, Phil.
Well, we're back live. Good try by Phil Blake.
He's not a bad kick, this kid, when he gets on, but he hasn't been kicking well lately.
That looks not bad, is it? No, just scooped in inside the post. Great kick by Steve Hegarty, allowed for the breeze that was blowing from right to left across the flight of that ball. So with Manly off to a flying start, 6-0 in this first half. Scott Gale coming around to feed the scrum for Eastern Suburbs. Good tight scrum, East ball. Hastings tries the blind side. What can they do over there? Going through hard, the centre, Mark Bevan. Looking for the big man to have a run. This is John Mackay.
Good tackle by Vorton.
Great tackle by Vorton that time. Beckett into dummy half. Terry Reagan. Good tackling. All good all-round defence by Manly Warringah. They're blotting out the Eastern Suburbs attack. Gale to Hastings. Back to Hastings. Hastings looking for Ferguson. Will come back, in fact, here to Dunn. Dunn manages to try and get a little bit of momentum up, but Easter starting to crowd themselves a little bit too close to the sideline. Ferguson. Oh, gee, almost a case of shepherding there, but the referee would have let it go. You notice number 11, Paul Dunn, was a little bit in the road. Beckett, dummy half. Last tackle coming up against the Roosters. There's the kick. Put up by Gale. Good high one. Hegarty underneath it. Oh, it's taken it magnificently. Hit hard.
Actually, I wouldn't be surprised if Bob Fulton, as he has, he's shifted Phil Carey back to fullback and put Steve up on the wing just to cover him a bit for a little while. Right.
So Steve Carey in the fullback. Phil Carey, sorry, in the fullback. Steve Hegarty has now gone out to the left wing. Meantime, Eastern Suburbs player down, so we're getting a little bit of action. That was Terry Reagan. Vorton throws a long one. Thompson handballs it, taken by Hegarty, in fact, off down the left wing. Well covered by McKellar.
He's got Kurt Sorensen for a bit of a late tackle there.
Right, so penalty going to Manly Warringah. Manly a little bit on the rampage now, and a little bit of feeling creeping into this game. Ray Brown from dummy half. Vorton going hard, almost makes the quarter line. Thompson, nice little reverse pass, and almost, it could be a try coming up. In fact, Eden is, this is close, going hard for the line, reaches out. Is that a try? The referee having a good look at it,
actually.
and he's awarding it. Although he's going over to confer with the touch judge. Referee, in fact, talking to the touch judge, so that was a lot closer than I think a lot of people thought.
Now, the referee fell over, Jim, actually, so he didn't see it, but it was a great try.
It's only now, off camera, that the referee has officially awarded that try. That's a beauty, straight between the posts. There's the scoreline, and we're about 12-13 minutes into the second half. Thompson, Cleal.
Good tackle.
Last tackle against Manly Warringah. Cochrane looks around, sees what to do with it. And here comes the kick, and that one will go into touch on the full. And you maybe notice there Ferguson in two minds as to whether he should grab it. Scott Gale again for Eastern Suburbs, and looks like it's an East ball. It is Gale. Almost found the gap around the edge of Thompson and Ryan, but it closed pretty quickly, playing it to Tobin. So East have at least worked their way into the Manly quarter. This is done. Good strong run, caught though by Gerard and stopped in his tracks. He'll play it to Beckett. East would love to score a try just to change that blank line on the scoreboard. 24-0 Manly. Over to Mackay. Still going and barging his way forward. That's a good strong barging run. He'll get up and play it here to Mike Eden. They're not far off the Manly line. McKellar props, goes back the other way through one tackle. He's looking for the line. McKellar, can he force his way over? Yes, he has.
Yes, he scored it.
Referee's given the try. Shane McKellar, well, that was sheer determination by Shane McKellar. Puts first points on the board for Eastern Suburbs. An attempted conversion coming up by Mike Eden. Just flicks at it.
And you don't give Mike Eden that many chances like that.
The 2 points to Eastern Suburbs, so that makes the scoreline look a lot more respectable. Manly Warringah now leading Eastern Suburbs 24 points to 6. Bobby Fulton looking, would you agree, Les, a little bit happier? He's just been on the phone.
I don't think he'd be real happy at all the way they're playing in the second half, but I'm sure he's happy with the points on the board.
Scrum feed by Gale for East. East ball. Gale decides to run on his own, caught from behind by Hasler. He'll play it to Tobin. There will be a replacement apparently in the Manly side coming up. McKellar swinging it across the backs.
Schubert's going to come on.
A little bit of misunderstanding, goes back to McKellar. McKellar running way over here towards the left wing, comes inside of Ryan. Ryan gets to him. Paul Vaughton just getting a little bit tired there, went for the tackle, stopped him, but he seems to be getting a little weary. Sorensen feeding it back, finds Mackay. Then beautifully to Beckett. Beckett charging hard. He looked for Ferguson. Couldn't get the pass away. Ferguson was standing there and was bundled out of the way to a certain extent. This is Simpkins. Simpkins still going. Feeds it back inside. Another try. Number 2 coming up for Shane McKellar. There it goes. No problem at all. He loves those ones straight in front. So, with 2 tries and 2 goals, 2 by McKellar, that is tries, and 2 goals by Mike Eden, scoreline looking a lot more interesting. Manly 24, Eastern Suburbs 12. And we haven't quite reached the midway point of the second half. So East have battled back from what appeared to be a hopeless situation, 24-0, to this highly interesting situation of 24-12. They're the 12. Manly in possession, 20 metres out from their own line.
The Manly forwards are very, very slow to recover.
This is Schubert. He's caught centre field. He's getting a lot more cocky now. This is Cleal, Crusher Cleal off for a run. He's driven back there. You don't see that happen too often by John Mackay. Wasn't marked, clearly has to run, and he does. Dunn gets to him, but he made a gain of about 5 metres. That was an unforgivable error by Eastern Suburbs. Thompson, swing it wide again. Here's Schubert standing wide. Kick ahead by Blake. Blake is racing forward. He may get to it first if the bounce favours him. It does. Blake calling for inside Close. Close might find it. Ferguson gets to him. He's out of Ferguson's tackle. And Chris Close over for a great try.
It's very good work by Phil Blake then to come back inside.
Well, I'd say that clinches the game for Manly Warringah. From right in front. Straight between the posts. Another 2 points for Manly Warringah. And that, I think, has clinched the game. That's another goal, 5th goal, in fact, by Steve Hegarty. And Manly Warringah now lead Eastern Suburbs 30 points to 12. Raising the flag just inside the Eastern Suburbs half. This is Dave Brown, caught by Regan, also by Beckett.
Tackling Dave Brown's like tackling a steamroller coming at you. He's as wide as he is high, and it makes it hard.
Schubert almost had the gap down the middle, but getting to him quickly, though, was Regan. Cochrane to Cleal. Cleal got a bit of a gap here. He might even score on his own. Noel Cleal is too quick for Kevin Hastings, and Noel Cleal is in for a solo try that caught Eastern Suburbs completely by surprise. There was nobody at home, and he had a clear under the line. We'll show you that one again in just a moment. But
actually, Jim, for a big man, you know, it's surprising. A lot of us blokes have been talking through the year. He's one of the most agile men on his feet for a big man that you'll ever see.
Played away by Cock, and there's Cleal. Look at that, just stepped inside Sorensen and chased by Hastings, but he was even slowing down near the line to make sure he didn't drop it. Coming back live now. First try in this match to Noel Cleal, but that makes it 6 tries in this game to Manly Warringah.
This is his good side too, Jimmy. He likes to kick from his right foot if he can, right side.
Breeze has died off just as he's preparing himself for this kick. High and long enough for touch judges watching, and he's lost that one. So that no points for that kick. At least he's landed 5 out of 6, and with 4 points on the board after that try by Noel Cleal, Manly 34, lead Eastern Suburbs 12. Gale feeding it away. Ferguson had nowhere to go that time. Everybody was waiting for him. Schubert and Vaughton, the tacklers, playing it to Beckett. Hastings, he may back up for the pass. He does. Hastings, a long one over here that's found lock forward Tobin, who got it back. But going to ground with the Terry Reagan. It'll be fullback Eden at dummy half. Decides on a run on his own. Across there to Dunn. Dunn flips it away beautifully. It's a knock-on. It'll be a Manly ball if they pick it up cleanly. And Manly have regained play now midway between the Manly 22 and the halfway line. Borton, Schubert flips it away nicely. No problem there. Looking for Bosted. Not for Bosted. He's looking here beautifully for Cole Dreyer, who's kicked ahead. He might bounce for him. He's got all the time in the world to pick this up. Taps it over the line, dives on it, and that's a try for Cole Dreyer.
It's well done for the young bloke. He'd come on, played against Cronulla in the first round in first grade on the wing and scored 3 tries, Jimmy's remember.
He had a top game. Well, here we go in replay. Just watch him use his brains. There's the
they
pass.
both did well, the players before him. Kerry Bosted and Ian Schubert both did very well.
Right. Well, here's some football intelligence coming in. Cole Dreyer just could have picked it up there, but he didn't. He had all the time, just tapped it over the line, fell on it. Steve Hegarty has kicked 5 goals. Last try by Cole Dreyer. Oh, that swung away. Bit of a hook at the end. He's missed. Manly Warringah, 38, Eastern Suburbs 12. Well, play to resume with the line drop out. It'll come to Mark Bevan. He's all on his own for the moment. Up towards the 22. There's the full-time hooter in the background, and the referee's hurt signals. That's it for the day, fellas, and Manly Warringah have run out winners by 38 points to 12.